Celeste Rivas, medical examiner says, was killed by 2 penetrating wounds. Celeste Rivas' cause of death has just been revealed, and a medical examiner in Los Angeles says she was killed by multiple penetrating injuries with unspecified objects, and her death was ruled a homicide. The medical examiner says there are 2 penetrating wounds of the torso with smooth edges or force injuries. The wound about 3/4 inch length and 1 inch point deep. On the upper abdomen, penetrates the liver, and the wound on the left chest, 9/16 inch length and 2 inches. One of the left intercostal spaces with disruption of the adjacent ribs, cortical surfaces.
On May 3rd, join Garza Law Firm at Dream Rides in Maryville, benefiting Dream Connection. We'll cruise the Smoky.
It's interesting that the medical examiner uses the word may, which is something the defense will jump on. It also should be noted that the medical examiner says there were multiple superficial linear abrasions on the right dorsal hand. It does not say whether or not these could be defensive wounds, which it definitely sounds like. The medical examiner also says ring and pinky fingers were amputated, but the body, the right pointer finger with the tattoo was intact, which is insane because you would think if you were going shit that you would actually cut that off. This will also be an interesting issue at trial. The autopsy report says there was a presumptive positive for methamphetamine and MDMA, but there was another screening, which says the methamphetamine was inconclusive and the MDMA was not detected. The report says Celeste may have had alcohol in her system, but it did not contribute to her death. Her body was badly decomposed. Her head was partially skeletonized with an absent left eye. That's shit. Her remains were found in a black body bag and a black trash bag in David's Tesla. The medical examiner also confirms what we were told last week by a high-ranking source in the Los Angeles Police Department. Celeste's manner of death is homicide. Prosecutors allege David murdered Celeste with a sharp instrument on April 23rd, 2025, and then waited a couple of weeks to cut her body and stuff it in 2 bags. He then allegedly kept the bags in his Tesla front trunk for 4 months until they were discovered in September 2025 after the car was towed by a tow yard. He didn't even freeze the body. Wow. Cops say the state of the body when found made it difficult for the medical examiner to figure out the cause and manner of death. The body was severely decomposed. David pled not guilty Monday after being charged with 1 count of murder, continuous abuse of a child under the age of 14, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. It's the